is going on, everybody? Pete Simonetti here for NYY News TV. Guys, I got some updates that I want to talk to everybody about, get everybody on the same page as we enter this new season for the New York Yankees. And actually, to be quite honest, a pretty big year for us. I mean, for us at NYY News TV, it is definitely a big time for us. So I got a couple of things to talk about. I do want to talk about some comments that were made by Brian Cashman, and also just some overall things with the New York Yankees currently right now, what is going on. So give me a couple of seconds. I got to get some more things pulled up, and then we will get right into the conversation. So guys, do me one favor while you're here waiting. Go ahead and share this bad boy out. Let people know what's going on. Let's do that, and then we will go from there. But let me double check a couple of things. I got some things I want to show you guys and pull up. So let me make sure I got all of that there. It looks like the stream is good. That is good. I had a little technical difficulty, so hopefully everything is fine. I do see you guys are commenting, so that's good. One second, everybody. 1 second. For some reason, I don't think it's pulling up. Can anybody just confirm something with me real quick? If you're in here, can you let me know if it's pulling up on mobile? Because sometimes I like to read the chat also on the mobile side, but I don't think it's pulling up for me on the mobile side. I don't know if that's a problem that everybody's having, or is that just a me thing? Might just be a me thing. Okay, there we go. No, I'm good now. All right, cool. Excellent. So guys, let's go ahead and get right into this. Guys, if you don't mind, share this baby out. I'm going to throw in a comment. Please share. Please like. Again, we ask you guys all the time to like. The reason we want you guys to like is one big reason. There's one major reason that we want you guys to like, because it brings us up in the algorithm, and we need that. That's where, we continue to grow as a team. So here we go. Let's get into it. Brian Cashman. I'm going to get some water because I might rant a little bit today, and I really didn't want to. But guys, matter of fact, guys, I got to do this to you. Before I get into Brian Cashman, let me talk about what NYY News TV has going on. Really briefly, I'll run through it quickly. Tomorrow, guys, is the last day of the NYY News MLB The Show 22 giveaway. As you see right there, all you have to do is go to NYY News TV. That is at NYY News TV. Do everything in the steps there. Follow NYY News TV on Twitter. Sub to this channel right here. Show that you have subbed to this channel in the comments. And then also retweet. That's all you got to do to be entered to win a chance for MLB The Show on any platform, however you want it. You will be drawn. That is going to be tomorrow. Wednesday, I will have another live chat tomorrow, and we will pick that winner live. Next thing we have, April 6th. April 6th is a very, very important day for NYY News TV. Just so you guys know, there is no place to have your pregame of opening day than right here. We will have just about everybody on this platform will be live for an hour, 2 hours. We don't know what it is. We're going to do predictions. We're going to do breakdowns. We're going to be asking you, the fan, to join us on our preseason last live chat before opening day. Send in the super chats. We'll answer those questions immediately. The entire team, NYY News team, will be here for your preseason. The last day, April 6th. Time to be determined. We will let you guys know on that likely later in the day. Now, here's a big one. April 7th, opening day. NYY News TV will be with you all day. All day. We will be doing live pregame show. We will be doing the first game season live. Guys, I am so friggin' hyped about this right here. As you see it on your screen, that is the intro to Game Season Live. And when we do a Game Season Live, That is our version of the watch party. And the very first one will be myself, Francis Lee, and Gary Sheffield Jr. You will not want to miss that. April 7th, from morning to however long it goes, we will be there for live pregame, game season, Yankees, Red Sox at Yankees, and the postgame show. April 10th, this is a fun one. And then I'm moving on to the baseball news. April 10th, guys, are you ready for this? It's a special one for our team. 2 of our podcasts will be doing a mashup, kind of like how the G.I. Joes back in the day did it with Transformers. I got a Saturday morning cartoon vibe right here. All right, guys, I'm not going to give too much away, but you guys know it will be the Designated Spittaz with NyynewsTV. The mashup is in effect. There's a mashup theme. There's a mashup intro that you're seeing right there. Sunday, April 10th, 5 p.m. Designated Spittaz and NyynewsTV live. We are doing the first podcast combo of the year, and it is, of course, the Spittaz with Chris, Christian, and SGR. That is going to be one you are not going to want to miss. Everything's combined. We went so far. We didn't just say we're going to have it. We combined the theme songs. We did a mashup. We did a mashup of the intros. So we going all out, man. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. And we are really excited about this. So, guys, let's get right to it right now. Okay. There's some New York Yankees news out there today. Brian Cashman comes out and he starts shooting off at the mouth some of his regular bullshit. And, you know, I'm here to talk about it because this is what we do. Guys, look, I'm going to say a couple of things and I want everybody to fully understand where I'm coming from. Here at NyynewsTV, we really pride ourselves on saying, look, we're not going to be biased just because it's the Yankees. We're going to tell you the truth. Now, we're going to pat this team on the back when it deserves to be pat on the back. We're going to tell the truth about the situations, and we're going to smack them around when they need to be smacked around. When they need a Will Smith, we're going to give them a Will Smith, okay? That's the way it goes. But here's the thing, okay? Brian Cashman comes out today and he goes, look, the reason we passed up on... You guys already know the list. You guys know the list already. Robbie Ray, Simeon, Seager, Correa, Freeman, Olsen, blah, 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 blah. You guys already know the list. You know everybody that was out there. You know all the targets that were available. Brian Cashman sailed away from them and moved on. We know about that already. We know that's happened. But Cashman got the balls, okay? I'm going to say it just like that, the balls. To go, you know, I wish SGR was here to do the Cashman impression, but, you know, we have big contracts already. We have Cole, Stanton, blah, 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 blah. So we had to get creative, he says. You had to get creative. Brian. You knew that coming in. You didn't just add these contracts. You guys knew that coming in. Here's my thing that cracks me up. You're the general manager. Guess who's in charge of that? You, Daddy-O. You're a major part of that, baby boy. You, my friend, Brian Cashman, general manager. You are in charge of doing that. You locked in Aaron Hicks. You locked up Sevy. And I'll leave Sevy off because if Sevy's healthy, that's a good contract. Aaron Hicks, you gave $18 million a year to, what's his name? To Chapman. You gave 13 plus million, whatever the hell it was, to Zach Britton. Now, I know some people are sitting back going, Pete, well, how do they move those contracts? That is when you get creative, folks. That is when you get creative. What did Brian Cashman do that was creative? Does anybody know? Because I don't know. I'm sitting back hearing this dude saying, well, I had to get creative. My man, you traded Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela for a third baseman and a shortstop. You filled the needs. I pat you on the back on that. You filled the needs. You got us better defensively. You've added question marks, but you got us better defensively. I give you a pat on the back on that. But how is that getting creative in the sense of financially? You added 25 mil. So you're saying you had to get financially creative. I'll ask the chat something right now. Matter of fact, I'll do one better. I'm going to put a poll up. Give me 1 second, guys. Remember what Brian Cashman said. He had to get financially creative. He added 25 million. Would you rather have, watch this, Josh Donaldson Okay, I'm going to put a poll out there. I'm going to let you guys answer it. But you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Oh, no, wait. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. End poll. Sorry, I did it wrong. Let me give you guys the actual questions. I did it wrong. My bad. Let me see. Can I do another one or was it too quick? Let me see if I can do. Okay, I can do another one. Here we go. Give me a second, guys. There we go. There we go. All right. Now it's good. Now it's good to go. So let me see what you guys got to say about that. Because this is his words for himself, okay? For the New York Yankees, he said, we didn't have the money. And again, all I'm doing here is calling out the bullshit. This has nothing to do with did the Yankees improve? Did the Yankees not improve? I'm calling out the bullshit. He had $25 million to add. He got rid of some of those contracts. At the end of the day, I want to know, who would you have rather have for this club? We know already. Robbie Ray got $23 million. We also have evidence. That Robbie Ray didn't mind playing for the Yankees because he did an interview. I think it was either last year or the year before. It was when he was at Arizona, so it was before all that stuff. And they asked him flat out. He was like, well, the shaving part wouldn't bother me. Who wouldn't want to join the Yankees, okay? So I don't want to hear the nonsense that, oh, we couldn't go get this guy, or he wasn't available, or blah, 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 so on and so forth. So far right now, we got 30-plus votes, 94% Robbie Ray. I figured it would go that way. So again, with me saying that, I am again, disclaimer, not saying the Yankees did not improve. I'm laughing at the bullshit that the fan base continues to eat. He's the GM. Brian Cashman is the general manager. No beat writer, whoever was interviewing him, nobody felt the need to simply say, hey, Brian, but isn't that your job? Brian, isn't that your job? Isn't it your job to move contracts? Isn't it your job to make budget space? Isn't that your job? Nobody questioned it. Nobody sat back and said, Brian, that makes no sense. That is part of your job. Well, we got these. You never looked to move one. Would anybody here be upset if the Yankees moved the Aroldis Chapman, and even if they saved $12 million of that money? Even if they said, look, we'll pay $6 million more, and we'll save $12 million. You mean to tell me everybody will be mad if they move the Aroldis Chapman? Would any of us be mad if we attached a decent prospect to Aaron Hicks, and even if we paid $6 million, the other team took $4 million? We still save $4 million. That's $22 million off the top, or $20 million, however you want to see that. But that is Brian Cashman's job. Look, if you save $25 million, you could have added Donaldson and Robbie Ray. You could have even added the Kevin Gossman instead. There's a lot of different things you could have done. So again, I am not here to criticize the Yankees. I am criticizing the comments again That is bullshit. That is what we get from this team constantly. And we have a fan base and certain people that push the narrative and say, Yankee fans, it's okay. This was ESPN released the thing, D+ offseason. That's correct. That's correct. It was a D+ offseason. And you got Yankee fans coming out, oh my God, no, it wasn't a D+. They greatly improved. Based off of... Oh, let me get to Ruben. Ruben, let me get to you, buddy. I'm sorry about that, Ruben. Ruben said, thank you for the super chat, Ruben. Ruben said, completely agree. Yes, improved in multiple areas, but there are still too many what ifs. Getting Donaldson doesn't really make you creative. Ruben, thank you, because that falls into what I was talking about. 60 votes right now, 93% Robbie Ray. We got smart fans over here. I love you guys. I want to talk about this real quick. This is why I want to talk about this. Okay? ESPN gives them a D+. Before I get into why the D+ is correct, and Yankee fans have to say, oh no, it's a B-, a C+ even. It's a D+. It is a D+. Let me tell you why. Coming into the offseason, there is not one friggin' Yankee fan, not one of them, that was sitting there saying, go get us Josh Donaldson. Oh yeah, you know what? I know that Simeon's available. I know that Seager's available. I know that Story's available. I know that Correa's available. Who homered today. Looked very nice. He looks good in that uniform too, by the way. That's a good choice. Good choice. He's gonna crush it over there. I know all of that was available, but I'm okay with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I'm okay with him, Daddy-O. I'm okay with that move, baby. This is, again, before it happened. But then it happens, and everybody comes out their little hermit crab shell. It's a good move. I like it. I think it wasn't the best they can do, but it was fine. It was good. Based on what was available, D+ is correct, and I'm going to tell you why. Ruben, again, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. He says, Chapman, Hicks could have been moved, even Glaber and Andujar. How is Andujar still on this roster? Could have had Ray and Donaldson or Correa and Donaldson. You could have had a lot of those. But before we move any further, let me talk about basically the offseason real quick, and then we'll get into our good friend has made a return. We're going to talk about our good friend, but our good friend has made a return. The Yankees improved. If you think the Yankees didn't improve, you're wrong. The Yankees did improve. Was it the improvement that we all wanted? No. It was nowhere near it. It was nowhere near the improvement that we've all expected to see. It's not even that. The Yankees got better at third base. The Yankees got better defensively at shortstop. And the Yankees got better by addition by subtraction with Gary Sanchez. No matter what you think about Gary Sanchez, Higashioka, or any of these guys, Gary Sanchez needed to go. Gary Sanchez, for his career, needed a change of scenery. There was no point in keeping Gary Sanchez around. If you can't admit that, you're wrong. Gary Sanchez had to go. It really didn't matter in a sense of what you get. But here's the thing. You had to get something. The Yankees don't have a catcher. You could say Higashioka is. He's doing good in spring training. That's cute. I warrant you guys very cautiously, don't look into spring training numbers at all. Don't look into spring training numbers at all. So is this a great improvement? No, it's a minor improvement. And let me tell you why it's also scary. There's no real solid guarantee here. There's nothing that really feels like we really improved significantly that we can count on. Because again, guys, L.I. Yankee King, my man, thank you so much, says Pete, question. Where did they improve? Donaldson is a downgrade from Urshela. I disagree with that. It would have been an upgrade 4 years ago. They improved shortstop and catcher, and that's pathetic. Let me tell you why. I'll tell you why right now. This is actually an easy one. And even if you're a biased fan, you could understand why this is easy. This is why it's easy, okay? Josh Donaldson, when he's healthy, but here's the thing. Gio Urshela is also never healthy. So these are both guys that have had injury concerns. When it comes to the actual player, whether he's 35 or 31, Josh Donaldson's a better hitter than Giovanni Urshela. Josh Donaldson's a better third baseman than Giovanni Urshela, defensively too. Yes, it's gone down, and I understand that, but Gio, among Yankee fans, was also a little overrated as a defender. He wasn't a great defender by many metrics at all. Good, slightly above average, never really great. And I like him. I think he was athletic. I would have been okay with him at third again this year. My thing is, though, they did improve at third base. They did. You can knock that. You could dislike it. And on top of that, they need a guy like Donaldson's attitude and personality in that clubhouse. That, no doubt about it. And L.I. Yank King, again, thank you, my friend. He says, oh, yeah, and my grade for the offseason is an F. I give him a D+. Starting rotation, they did not improve on. You guys are 150% right about that. They did not improve the starting rotation. That is very, very true. They didn't improve that whatsoever. They needed to. They didn't. They got Shelby Miller, who gives a shit. And yeah, they added Marwin Gonzalez, is looking good in spring training. But again, I'm telling you guys, calm down on the spring training stuff. Take a seat back on the spring training stuff, because that's all it is spring training. It doesn't mean jack shit. So don't go too crazy about all of that. It really doesn't mean anything. Now, our good friend, as we are all concerned about, you guys have heard me say about 150 times already, we can go through it again. It's very easy to do. The Yankees currently right now don't really have a catcher or a catching platoon that we know of. Higashioka's likely going to get some of those starts. Rorvet isn't healthy. At least we don't believe so. We don't think he'll be ready. First base, Rizzo, okay, good. Older again. We know that. Has had some injury concerns recently. Second base, Glaber must have a bounce-back season. And I'll throw DJ LeMahieu in there. He got to have a bounce-back season too. Spring training, they both look good. Shortstop, IKF, we don't know what to expect. His glove defensively is an improvement. Bat-wise, we don't know. If he has the same year as last year, none of us would be surprised. And also, if he has a 240 season, I don't think anybody would be surprised either. He's that type of player. OPS, never over 700. He's a below-average hitter. Based on OPS, based on the analytics, he's a below-average player. Third base, again, Donaldson, never really healthy. Who knows how many games we get out of him. Stanton, he's been injured often. Judge, could be injured. You don't know. I understand that could be's, but you got to be careful. I'm not really concerned about Judge or Stanton. I'm not. Center field, pick your over-under. He's not going to make it the whole way through the season. If he does, I'll be shocked. That is, again, Aaron Hicks. Pitching-wise, we know what it is there. Cole needs to be an absolute ace. If he's not, you could bury the Yankees 6 feet under right now because they go nowhere. Severino, who the hell knows? We're going to talk about him. Monty, we hope. Tyone, we hope he can stay healthy. And we don't know who the hell the number 5 is. So if you put all that out there and go, this team's winning the division, I think you're drunk. Can they win the division? Of course they can win the division. Does it look great? No. You know what I mean? On paper, no, it doesn't look great at all. So, today, our great friend has made a return, folks. This is amazing. Our great friend has made a return. Our good buddy, the best general since General Patton has made a return. That is, of course, General Soreness. General Soreness. We salute you, sir. Lieutenant Hunt. We salute you, General Soreness. You have made a return to Yankees camp. Really, we were just sitting back and waiting for it to happen. We knew General Soreness was making a return. And General Soreness is back like a sore thumb. He is back. Josh Donaldson is saying, my right shoulder, my throwing arm, a little bit soreness. He blamed it on. He played a lot of basketball to get in shape. He's the lightest he's been. And, he's like, it's the ramp-up process. I got a little soreness there. And then today, we also got General Soreness has come for Luis Severino. Now, is it general soreness or is it just we don't want him starting against the Blue Jays if we don't need him to? We could keep him to the side. We don't have to have him compete against them. Let it be. Because it could be that because the Yankees also announced that their opener on day one and the starting rotation to start the year will be Cole, Severino, Montgomery, and Jameson Taillon. So that's the way the Yankees are going to start the year. Cole, Severino, Montgomery, and Taillon. Now, of course, things can change. Things can definitely change in that time. So we'll have to sit back and wait and see what actually happens and how it unfolds. But for right now, we kind of know where we are when it comes to that, is that the Yankees have addressed that those guys will start, including Luis Severino. Aaron Boone didn't really say it's his arm. They kind of said it's just general soreness overall. But guys, look, this is again where I go back to telling everybody before you start being biased. It's okay to be biased. You're a Yankee fan. I get it. We want the Yankees to win. Look, NyynewsTV, as I said 150 times before, we have talked about it a lot and we've said it all the time. We understand that Yankee fans are going to be biased. Hell, we're going to be biased sometimes because we can't help it. We love the Yankees. So there's going to be times where even we are biased. But guys, if you can't see the red flags and the question marks on this team, I don't know what to tell you. The Yankees have other guys there that can really help in the rotation. So let's stick on the rotation for a minute. I don't know how much you could depend on Luis Severino. Let me tell you something, too. He's going to be handled with kid gloves this year. He has to be. 2019, whatever it was, the last time he really pitched again, that was back then. He's going to have to be slowly brought back into things to really get a handle back on this stuff. That's not saying nothing wrong. That's not being negative. It's being honest. And that's what you got to be as a fan, especially when you cover this ball club. A lot of you guys don't cover the team. You just talk as a fan, and that's okay. A lot of people on Twitter don't look to cover them. They look to just give their biased opinion, and that's okay. But when you sit back and you go, let me put the reality shades on. Let me put on the shades that Roddy Piper put on in They Live. Let me put that on. And then you see everything. You look at the roster, you're like, oh my God, injured, red flag, obey. And then Twitter tells you to obey. You cannot deny it. This is the greatest thing in the world. You must support. You must say they're great. Okay, we're just going to be honest here and admit the truth of the situation, that there's a lot of red flags here. Now, they got Luis Gil. They got Nestor Cortez. They got Clark Schmidt, who I absolutely love. You guys have heard me talk about Clark for years and years and years and years. Every scout I've talked to back in the day when you guys were saying, Pete, but Davy Garcia is so much better. Everybody told me Davy Garcia is going to end up in the bullpen eventually, is that they believe, and Clark Schmidt is the guy that can actually handle the rotation if he could stay healthy. But look, even he is a health concern. Davy Garcia is looking better, but the Yankees really need to let that kid sit in AAA, get his confidence back, and then see where he's at. And Luis Gil, I believe, should start the year as the Yankees' number 5 starter, not Nestor Cortez. I think Cortez is best in that long relief role, spot start type role, and you go from there. So I think he's a great depth piece. I like him there. L.I. Yankee can get with the super chat, man. I appreciate it. He says, Pete, people are talking about the pressure on Volpe, but what about the pressure on Cole? Oh my God. I would hate to be Cole right now because he has to be Clemens mixed with Martinez just for the Yankees to win. Look, typically on every team, your ace has to be an ace for you to have that type of year, that special season. The Yankees, more so than ever, Garrett Cole needs to be a top 3 Cy Young candidate. He has to be. He has to be. You know what I mean? He truly has to be a top 3 Cy Young candidate, as he was last year, but he got to be better than last year. Because as Designated Spittaz told you guys on Sunday, and we had this conversation, we talked about Garrett Cole a little bit, we got to live in reality too, and we got to understand a couple of things. Guys, Garrett Cole shit the bed in almost every big start last season. That is even before Spider Tack was banned. He shit the bed. That is not a knock That is not me saying Garrett Cole sucks. That's not me saying Garrett Cole is underrated. That is not me even knocking Garrett Cole. That's me being honest with myself as a fan, as somebody who gives you guys news, as somebody that is building a network. I want us to be honest with each other. Garrett Cole shit the bed multiple times last year. There was a tweet that went out, I forgot what it was, that put his starts against the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, after a couple of losses. It was like 7 or 8 games, and he was terrible in all of them. So he had a shutout after Spider Attack, so we just got to see. He's really a wait and see. If I was a betting man, I would say Garrett Cole's the best starter the Yankees have this year. I would say he's one of the best starters in the American League. That's my opinion. But in the back of my mind of that opinion, I'm also sitting here saying we do have to see. I don't think it's as sure of a thing as people want it to sound like. I don't think it is. You got to wait and see. So he has to be an ace for them to be that good. Luis Severino, on the other hand, what are you expecting from him? That's the big thing. That's the question I ask people. For Luis Severino, what are you truly expecting? What are you expecting from him? How many starts is Luis Severino going to make? How many innings will the Yankees allow him to throw? We know this. Out the gate, do we believe that the Yankees are going to throw him 7 innings ever? Is he going to be working 5 innings just to ramp his body up? I mean, he really didn't have a ramp up last year. He came out the pen. Remember, pitching in the regular season is very different than spring. It's very different than even simulated games. It's a different stress level. It's a different environment. So for Brian Cashman to kind of sit out there and go, I had to get creative. What did you get creative with, Brian? The Yankees' rotation's not improved. We could say that, okay, well, some guys are further from injury, and that's usually good. Correct, that is. Jameson Taillon's kind of been here before, though, and he's ended up the same spot. He's a question mark. We really don't know what we're going to get from Montgomery. You know, we don't. If you look at the Yankees' money that they've spent, I've argued with people often recently. I said, guys, stop saying that Hal Steinbrenner is cheap. He's not. He's not. They're likely going to look to re-sign Judge by the beginning of the season. They better hope they do. They're going to be over 270 likely, 265, 270 million maybe. That's not cheap. It's a lot of money. Look at the roster. Then tell yourself who's the problem. This is the same guy that just today, he came out and said, we got this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. So I couldn't go out there and add from the big stars. I had to go a different route. I had to get creative. Ugats, creative. Ugats, you got creative. Where's the creativity, baby boy? Where's the creativity? I want to see it. Where is it? Where was your trade for Manaea? Where was your trade for Maley? Where was your trade for a starting pitcher that a lot of us didn't see coming? Where was your trade or your signing of a serviceable starting pitcher? People are out there shitting on the Blue Jays. Oh, well, you know, I think people are overhyping the Blue Jays. They lost Robbie Ray. They lost Marcus Semien. They really didn't go out there and do this and do that. Guys, for you guys saying that shit, let me clear this up for you for 1 second. Are you ready? Sit back, crisscross applesauce, and listen to Daddy! Okay? Jonathan, my man. You know we keep it 100, fam. Thank you. Listen to Daddy! Okay? Let Papa Baseball tell you something real quick. They got rid of Robbie Ray. Correct. What did their GM do? What did their GM do? They went out there and got Gossman. And they went out there and got Kikuchi. Now, you can sit there and go, well, Pete, those guys are really nothing special. They added 2 to their rotation to go along with Ryu, Berrios, Manoa, Pearson, Gossman, Kikuchi. With that offense? Wait a second. The offense? The offense, you say? They got rid of Simeon, Pete. How do they make that up, Daddy-O? Oh, the offense. Right. They added Matt Chapman, who goes from Oakland ballpark to Toronto. Yeah, he's not going to hit 30 plus if he's healthy. Okay. Then they also made a trade to make their lineup a little more dynamic. Tapia comes over, and everybody's underrating this move. That's not a big move. My ass, it's not. That is a very nice move for that lineup. That, my friend, is a winning move for that lineup. And you can wait and find out. That is a winning move in that lineup. They've added speed, they've added power, they've added defense. But it's okay because we did the same thing, Pete. We did the same thing, Daddy-O. We did that too. Okay. But shit on the Blue Jays, Yankee fans. Shit on the Blue Jays. Okay, cool. They didn't do much. L.I. Yankee, my man, thank you for being so generous today, man. He says, Pete, here's the update on our payroll. They will add 262, and with judge extension, they're going to be about 292, maybe a little less than that, but almost $8 million away from 300. Correct. Even if they're not near 300, if they're like 280s, whatever judge's deal is, and it's probably not going to be that high. I think it's going to be a little lower than that because I think they still kind of factor arbitration number in there, I believe. But it's still going to be high. So you look at this payroll and you go, where the hell's the starters at? You look at this payroll and go, where the hell's the depth at? And you look at this, and then Brian Cashman comes out and nobody picks this shit up. There's no reporter out there. Nobody picks it up and goes, you know what? This is why you guys and the many other people who haven't even seen us yet are going to sit back and go, Yes Network pregame? Nah, I'm going to go to game season. I'm going to put game season on today. I'm going to put the pregame show on today. I'm going to put the postgame show on today and watch when NyynewsTV does game season. I'm watching that because these guys are just going to tell us the truth. These guys are just going to tell us the truth. There's no beat writer that put 2 and 2 together and said, Brian, isn't that your job, Daddy? Isn't that your job? Ruben, thank you for being so generous today. Says L.I. Yankee King, 262 includes the projected $17 million. Correct. So about 266 or so, a little higher is when it would be with an extension. That's correct. So that's what I was trying to tell L.I. Yankee King. I think he missed that part. But Ruben, that is right. But this is the reason why, folks, you need NyynewsTV. If you're a Yankee fan, you need NyynewsTV. You need people that's going to tell you nobody else thought about that. I'm not sitting here saying I'm smarter than these beat writers are. I don't think I am. I got more balls than them. That's why we are always going to be at our underground ground level because we don't need to become mainstream in that sense. We could become the most popular thing in Yankee world, but we're going to continue to be our base. We're going to continue to be us. We're not going to switch up and change and start kissing ass. We're going to pat the Yankees on the back when they need to be patted on the back, but we're not going to let them shit ourselves. We're not going to let them bullshit us. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We are not going to let them do that to us. Oh, yeah, guys. I forgot about one date earlier. Let me tell you guys about that date. We do have one more date to talk about. My man right there, Fam with the super chat right on cue. I love it. Right on cue. Yes, one of the dates that I missed when we talked about June 25th, NyynewsTV Day at Yankee Stadium. Tickets are in the chat. So guys, scroll down wherever the chat is and click that link and go get your tickets. June 25th, 105 game, Yankees, Astros at the New York Yankees. We're all going to be there. We all got our tickets, baby. It's going to be an amazing day. Guys, I got an update for you guys. We are already, get this, so sit back with me. We're going to make some noise. And this is why I'm so excited about NyynewsTV. Okay? This is why I'm so excited, because we are a group that the fans love. And let me tell you, you guys are going to love us even more in person. We already have over 50 people attending. Over. We got to make a contact call and go, guys, look, we need more seats. We are looking to push well over 100 strong of NyynewsTV at Yankee Stadium. Guys, I get emotional talking about it. I'm not even joking. I get emotional talking about it. If I ever broke down for you guys the vision that I had after everything I've been through in 2021, my recovery, how I'm feeling now, feeling really good. I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all. We have a monster team showing up that day. And if you don't know already, from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, 11:30 to 1, I believe it is, we can show up. Gate opens at 11 o'clock. From 11:30 to 1 p.m. Included in your ticket, all the food you want, all the beers you want, on the party deck. We are all going to be there, guys. We're also going to go live that day. There got to be a pregame show. The pregame show can't stop because we're there. But guess what? It's going to be a pregame show with all of you in person. We're just going to walk around, show off what we're doing live the entire time, doing it with you guys. I mean, look, you guys see my little, I'm getting a little rosy. Your boy getting rosy. Your boy getting rosy over here. All right? It's going to be wild. I can't wait. I can't wait. I told you guys from the beginning, no matter how big we get, I promise you, I give you my word today, you guys will always be a part of the show and front and center on it. Medina, Anthony Medina. That's the first dude I'm drinking with, by the way. That's the first dude I'm drinking with. Anthony Medina. We getting the first beer together. Anthony says, hey, Pete, hope you're doing well. I'm doing amazing, man. I'm feeling really good today, man. He said, my parents and my brother were at the game in Tampa today. First time they've been there. Just wanted to say it looks like they are probably going to trade for a starting pitcher at the deadline. Anthony, I hope so. But here's the other thing. Here's the other thing real quick. For the deadline. I've heard people say this, Anthony. Let me throw something by you guys real quick. Okay? You ready for this one? Think about this for a second. They're going to have to do deals where teams eat all the salary. Teams are going to have to eat all the salary. The Yankees are not going to add payroll. We know that. So that is the big question mark. They're not going to add payroll. So who knows who they're going to add? Maybe that's the other reason of saying we're holding on to our prospects. Because maybe at the deadline, Brian Cashman's going to have to do some of those Joey Gallo moves and say, look, we'll give you an additional prospect or two. And that way, we'll do it that way so you guys pay the salaries. But it's going to be very interesting this year for the Yanks. It's going to be very, very interesting. Guys, remember too, it is almost 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, Guillen's World. Make sure you tune into it. If you're a baseball fan in general, It's a great show, but I want you guys to do me a favor too on the Guillen side. If you got friends that are teams of fans of other teams, send them the Guillen's podcast, because that is our podcast that covers Major League Baseball. Remember that, guys. That podcast covers Major League Baseball, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that they could, they get other news, not just Yankee news. They cover everything overall. I know on today's show, they're talking about the White Sox, and they're talking about Albert Pujols returning to the St. Louis Cardinals. A very good show, so you guys will see that at 7 o'clock. L.I. Yankee King says, for the fans that talk about the deadline, what if they are out of contention? I don't think they'll be out of contention. They got to be really, really bad. I don't think they'll be out of contention, but my whole opinion of that is, where is Brian Cashman going to be able to make moves there? What's he going to be able to do to make moves in that situation? That's going to be the interesting thing. What would he do in that situation to make those moves? So, guys, again, I want to go over a couple of things with you again really quickly. I did it at the start of the show. I don't know if you guys missed it. If there's more people in here now, the first thing immediately, if you are not subscribed, I need you to go sub right now to this channel. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss it. This is the place to be if you're a Yankee fan. Hell, if you're a baseball fan, this is the place to be. Tomorrow is the deadline for the MLB The Show 22 giveaway. I will be going live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, probably around the same time. I'll probably be going live around 5 o'clock to make that announcement. So again, all you got to do is go to at NyynewsTV on Twitter. Follow those directions. All you got to do is follow NyynewsTV. Sub to this channel. Screenshot that you have subbed as proof. Put it in the comment section and retweet. April 6th, NyynewsTV, the team, will be doing our preseason live show. That might be an hour. It might be 2 hours. It might be 3 hours. We don't know, but everybody is going to be here with you, the fan. And I tell you, there is no other place to be for the best pregame show and preseason show, I should say. We're going to be giving you guys predictions. We're going to be talking the lineup. We're going to be talking the rotation. We're going to be talking projections. We're going all out on that. April 7th, opening day. It is every baseball fan's favorite day. It should be a holiday. We've always said it. There is no place to be than NyynewsTV. That morning, we'll be with you all day. Live pregame show. Then, game time. Our very, very, very first game season live. Right here, you're seeing it. It'll be me. It will be Francis Lee. And it will be my boy, Gary Sheffield Jr. We will be with you live for Red Sox at New York Yankees game season live. 22 is going to be off the damn hook. Followed by the live post-game show. NyynewsTV will be with you all day on opening day. And of course, April 10th, as I told you guys, one last thing, Designated Spittaz, NyynewST, live April 10th, 5 p.m. We have a combo. We have mashed up the podcast. We got a mashed up theme song. We got a mashed up intro. It is Francis Lee and me, the Designated Spittaz, and NyynewST, Chris, Christian, and SGR, all together as one. April 10, 5 p.m. live. You do not want to miss that. Guys could probably hear it in the background a little bit. The mashup theme song, the mashup intro, that's it right there. And the mashed up logo. Let's take a look at that logo real quick. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, where's it at? Oh, that's hot. That's hot, fam. Look at that. The mashed up logo. So, guys, again, man, we got everything for you. And, of course, you guys know June 25th. Do me a couple of things real quick. Visit manscaped.com. Use promo code SPITTAZ, SPITTAZ. Get 20% off, free worldwide shipping on anything you want. 20% off, free worldwide shipping. use the code Spittaz. Review Apple Podcasts. My fiance, yes, she will be at the game. My fiance will be at the game. She's probably going to be doing a lot of the filming. She will be at the game, guys. So if you want to meet my wonderful fiance, she's going to be there, okay? Review Designated Spittaz on Apple Podcasts. Leave us that 5-star review. Apple Podcasts, NyynewsTV. Leave all of us 5-star reviews as it really helps us. We are trying to climb those charts. So with that being said, guys, I will talk to you all next time, which will be tomorrow. Next time will be tomorrow as we do the giveaway for MLB The Show. That is going to be very, very fun. Got so many people in there. Likely 5 p.m. we'll be in there. So, guys, I appreciate you. Love you guys. Anthony, you ordered Manscaped. My man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Anthony. Talk to you guys next time. You all are the best. I'm telling you right now, there is no fan base better than you guys. Much love. Appreciate you. Until next time. Adios.
Before it hits the front